No, it was not an April Fool's Day prank. F1 owner Liberty Media have bought MotoGP parent company Dorna for a fee understood to be €4.2 billion. The American entertainment company, which has owned the rights to Formula One since 2016, will take over as owners of MotoGP, World Superbikes and the MotoE World Cup. Liberty will take 86% of the shares of the Spanish company, with the remaining 14% remaining with the MotoGP management. Joining me now to discuss the deal, we have our MotoGP reporter, Oriol Puigdemont. Hi Oriol, thank you so much for joining us to talk about this huge news. It's a massive story for MotoGP and motorcycle racing in general, isn't it? How long exactly have Liberty been looking into this deal?
Hello, first. Liberty has been looking into this opportunity for a few months. I know that they both sides agreed the terms of the deal almost a month ago, but they were a bit unsure about their regulators, so they decided to not rush up on the announcement. So it was finally today, April 1st, and I think Liberty has seen a huge opportunity for us as investors. They apparently want to take over this business, and together with the current management, travel this journey together, and probably they will change a few things in the future, but I think they will try to have this transition smoothly in first place.
Definitely, but it couldn't all be smooth sailing. There are still a couple of hurdles ahead for Liberty and Dorna to face, especially given the rules around fair competition markets within Europe.
Yeah, well, we just had we've been in an investors call with main of the people interested in that transaction, and both sides, Dorna and Liberty, said that they are pretty confident on that deal. They believe that they won't have any trouble with their regulators. They say that this deal is nothing in compare with, it's not the same that the one that forced CVC Capital Partners to sell MotoGP in 2006, especially because of the timings and because the market has changed a lot since then. So they were pretty, at least on that call, they shown very confident on that they will be able to finalize the deal in a few months, and the agreement will be done by the end of 2024. On paper, they see completely different scenario than 2006. They say that the market is nothing, and that they don't wanna take profit of for example, they don't wanna negotiate the rights, the TV rights together. They are pretty confident, and this deal will go ahead with no major problems.
And just on that kind of subject of competition and the market, were Liberty the only potential buyer for MotoGP at this time?
No. I think from my understanding, because of those concerns about the potential obstacle from the regulators, they have started to, I wouldn't say to explore different options, but they were different options, potential buyers that shown interest on buying MotoGP as well. For example, we know the sovereign fund of Qatar. Qatar has a huge link with MotoGP. For it has been like this for many years, and it was the first night race. And the relationship, the link between MotoGP and Qatar has been super strong over the last, let's say, more than a decade. So and we know how the Qatar is trying to expand its footprint over the sports market. So there was an offer from Qatar and also from TKO, the owner of, for example, UFC. But Dorna had it super clear. They want to go align with Liberty, and then they, as I told you, they agreed the terms of the deal a few weeks ago. I would say more than a month ago. They wanted to announce it before the first race of the championship, the 10th of March in Qatar, but because of that concerns, they decided to hold back a bit. But yeah, there were these two, at least that I am aware of, these two other potential buyers.
So not smooth sailing for Liberty Media, but Dorna in the end have gone with Liberty as the buyers. We've seen what Liberty Media has done with Formula One, for example. Do you think there are any potential immediate changes in terms of how MotoGP might be run as a sport?
Well, that's one of the main concern of most of the paddock in the MotoGP. On paper, and if we have to believe what they say, both sides, no, it's not going to be. There's not going to be any change. So the CEO Carmelo Ezpeleta remains on that position. He will also be a shareholder. He keeps shares. Liberty will own 86% of the shares, and the last 14% will be owned by Carmelo Ezpeleta, which will be the CEO, and a couple of more executive top management people from Dorna. So on paper, it won't be any immediate change, but I think we will see people from Liberty in the paddock. Don't forget that next MotoGP round is the USA
at Circuit of the Americas.
Exactly. So we will definitely have people from Liberty there overviewing the situation, trying to start to understand how MotoGP works, because it's a completely different. I mean, I wouldn't say completely different, but it has big difference in compared with Formula One. So I think it's really normal that Liberty wants to have a smooth transition, and trying to understand how MotoGP works and how is it run, and then step by step, probably in 2-3 years time, trying to starting to make changes in order to increase the popularity and to make the sports grow.
And on that theme as well of popularity, the fans of MotoGP and World Superbikes are extremely passionate. What has their immediate reaction kind of been to this news? Is it positive? Can they see the potential in what Liberty has perhaps done with Formula One, and can they see that happening maybe in MotoGP as well?
Well, as you can imagine, there have been two sides.
Yeah.
The ones that really, because in MotoGP we have kind of a different fan. We have the one that also likes Formula One, and we have the one that doesn't. So at the moment, Formula One is huge, and the ones who like Formula One are super excited about the deal. The others, they say that, this Liberty, this American company, will ruin the soul of our sport. So it's been, it depends on who you ask this question. I'm personally excited about the news, because I think that MotoGP has a huge potential on growth. So let's see. But I would say that half and half.
And so you feel excited, you feel positive about the news. What do you think Liberty are potentially bringing to the table? What can they offer our sport?
I think muscle, and also a new perspective. They are I would say that Dorna, especially in terms of promotion, it has been a bit, let's say, I wouldn't say close-minded, but they were a bit behind in terms of promotion on the exposure that they are giving to the sport. I think with Liberty, this will change 100%. They will open the doors and they will try to bring the sport to every single house, and also they will try to attract new audiences, and they have done it super good in Formula 1. Don't forget that Formula 1, the boom of Formula 1, it came after different circumstances. I mean, the pandemic had a huge impact. Also, with Drive to Survive, with Netflix, so it was a perfect storm in order to make the sport super huge. I think it probably in MotoGP it will take more time, but yeah, I think they will. I mean, Liberty is the right company, as the owners said in that call. MotoGP is a tailor-made sport for as a TV product, because the Sunday races is a 45-47 minute race with 25 minute the sprint on Saturday. So it's the perfect combination. And they think they will. I wouldn't say easily, but they are the right ones to make the most of it.
They're confident. I like it. As we mentioned before, coincidentally, the next race is in the USA. It's Circuit of the Americas in Austin. I expect we will see the new owners there, and I'm sure you will be pretty busy covering everything that's going on. But as we mentioned, Liberty unlocked that market, that Formula One market, and there's a huge potential for motorcycle racing in the US. Are you expecting to see a massive push from Liberty to kind of increase that audience specifically in the USA? Yeah,
100%. I think that it was already one of the main targets for Dorna over the last, let's say, 2-3 years. But with Liberty taking over, I think it will be one of the main focus for the next year, for the next years. Not only in terms of TV rights, but also they will try to increase the races, the Grand Prix in America. At the moment, we have only one. We've raced in Indianapolis and in Laguna Seca. Now we're only in Austin, but I think we have a potential increase of the number of races in the next coming years. And not only that, now we have, since this year, we have the first, I wouldn't say first, but an American MotoGP team, the Trackhouse Racing, which will have they expect to have a huge impact on the fan base. So I think all the inputs go into the same direction. That's I would say one of the main targets, not only for Liberty but also for Dorna, to try to increase the footprint in the US.
Well, it's very exciting to see, and we shall see how it shakes out in the coming weeks, as I'm sure the story will continue to develop and evolve. Thank you so much for your time, Oriol. I've been Steph Wentworth. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. That's all for the moment, but do be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video to stay up to date with all of our motorsport videos. But for now, thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.